Okay, I think I'm live. Do-do-do-do. Hello, hello, chat. Tell me if you can see me. If anybody can see me, hello. Hopefully this is working. Is this working? Do-do-do. Hello, chat. Can anybody hear me? Right, let's see if this works. Hi guys, if anybody can hear me, I'm just trying out this live stream. So please make yourself aware in the chat. I'm just going to be playing some audio out, which is on the public domain. I like to play spooky horror stories. Okay, let's try this out.
Attempts to locate the lingo.
Oops. Not what I want. How do I share this? Share. Copy that. Pause. Open that. Okay. Let's give it a try.
By transcription.
Yes, more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine because Roma wines taste better. Taste better because only Roma selects from the world's greatest reserves of fine wines for your pleasure. And now, Roma Wines of Fresno, California, that's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines bring you Suspense.
Tonight from New York, Roma Wines present Miss Eva Le Gallienne, distinguished star of the New York stage in Phobia, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Shenley by William Spear.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater thrills, is brought to you by Roma, R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, the greatest name in wine. There's nothing like the tantalizing aroma of juicy or the taste of spicy cold cuts and crispy cool salad served outdoors. And to make warm weather dishes more tempting, serve tall, frosty glasses of Roma wine and soda. Yes, Roma wine and soda is ideal with summer meals or anytime friends drop in. Simply half-filled glasses with your favorite Roma California wine, robust Roma Burgundy or fragrant Sauterne. Fill with ice and soda, garnish and sweeten to taste. Try refreshing Roma wine and soda. It's inexpensive and always better.
Hello. Hopefully you can hear me. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Can you hear me okay? My audio has a bit of when I'm playing the audio, there's a bit of an echo, and I've got no idea where that echo is coming from unless it's them. But hopefully you can hear me. You can hear me fine. Right, I'm going to play out the audio and tell me if it sounds... I was getting an echo, but you might not. I don't know why. But let me just try it. 2 secs. I'll just play it for like a minute or so.
Better tasting with Roma, America's favorite.
Oh, it's all right. I've sorted it. I know what I needed to do. I know what I needed to do. Right, I'll go back from the beginning and I'll play it out for a couple of minutes and just let me know if it sounds okay. We got there. We got there in the end. We got there.
By transcription.
Yes, more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine because Roma wines taste better. Taste better because only Roma selects from the world's greatest reserves of fine wines for your pleasure. And now, Roma Wines of Fresno, California, that's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines bring you Suspense.
Tonight from New York, Roma Wines present Miss Eva Le Gallienne, distinguished star of the New York stage in Phobia, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Shenley by William Spear.
Suspense, bringing outstanding theater thrills, is brought to you by Roma, R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, the greatest name in wine. There's nothing like the tantalizing aroma of juicy or the taste of spicy cold cuts and crispy cool salad served outdoors. And to make warm weather dishes more tempting, serve tall, frosty glasses of Roma wine and soda. Yes, Roma wine and soda is ideal with summer meals or anytime friends drop in. Simply half-filled glasses with your favorite Roma California wine, robust Roma Burgundy or fragrant Sauterne. Fill with ice and soda, garnish and sweeten to taste. Try refreshing Roma wine and soda. It's inexpensive and always better tasting with Roma, America's favorite wine. Now, Roma Wines bring you Eva Le Gallienne in a remarkable tale of suspense.
Yes, I'm the Emily Haven whose pictures you saw in the papers. You can tell, of course, by the wheelchair. I thought it was very unkind of them to take full-length pictures. It isn't that I resent the wheelchair, but people have funny ideas about such things. The way they wrote about me being a sweet little lady, you'd have thought I was at least 100 and a helpless invalid. Well, I can tell you right now I'm neither. I'm not supposed to have any excitement, but goodness knows we've had enough of that around here with the murder and all. You probably wonder why, with all our money, I don't have one of those new type modern chairs. It's just that I can't stand the feel of metal. No metal. It affects me like snakes or spiders do some people. I've always been that way. When I was a child, Mother let me use knives and forks with bone handles, and I still use them. I'm certainly glad that the papers didn't find out about that or about Grace. They almost found out about Grace once and printed large headlines. Police question wealthy woman. You probably don't remember it because they never did learn why she was questioned. That was some time ago. Grace had just returned from shopping.
Emily, I'm home.
In here, Grace? Did you bring my book?
Yes, here you are. And I brought another one I thought you'd like. I'm tired.
Oh, sit down. We'll have Anna bring some tea. Let's have a look at your loot.
What do you mean by that?
Why, the things you bought, of course.
Oh, I guess I'm so tired I'm jumpy.
Come.
There's two gentlemen to see you, Mum.
Oh, bring some hot tea, please, Anna. Do you like something to eat, Grace?
Not till dinner.
Just tea, then, Anna, and show the gentleman in.
Yes, Mum.
Why don't we let her go and get someone who doesn't answer yes, Mum, to everything?
Well, you know we couldn't replace Anna. She knows us too well.
Why do you say that?
Well, you are jumpy. I only meant that she knows our likes and dislikes and humors us.
I suppose you're right, but I don't like the way she watches us.
Oh, that's just Anna's way. She doesn't mean anything by it.
Miss Haven,
Yes?
I am Henry Lane. I'm assistant store manager at Bradlock's.
Oh, yes, Mr. Lane?
One of our store detectives observed your sister's unusual actions today and reported them to Sergeant Cole. Oh, pardon me, this is Sergeant Cole.
How do you do? I didn't want to turn it in till I talked to Lane here.
Yes. Yes, Sergeant Cole wisely came to me, and we are here to rectify the error.
I'm afraid I don't follow you, Mr. Lane.
I'm sure there's a satisfactory explanation to your sister's behavior.
Well, get to the point.
What he's trying to say is that I took some things from the store without paying for them.
Grace.
That's what was reported to me.
You admit that you took these things?
I just admitted it.
Why, Grace?
Impulse, I guess.
But you have plenty of money.
I know. I think that's what starts the impulse.
You mean you've had the impulse before?
Is that an official or a social question?
Don't be flippant.
I'm not. The whole thing is a farce. We've always gotten everything we want by signing a check, and we'll continue to do so. Do you think if I were anyone else, we'd be sitting here like this?
Miss Haven,
No, I'd be sitting in jail waiting to be questioned.
I'm at a loss.
I've taken things before and probably will again. Mostly I don't even want the things. It's the thrill of taking them.
You've said enough, Grace.
Are you going to arrest me now, Sergeant?
Arrest you?
Grace, will you see if Anna's made tea and bring 2 extra cups?
And a checkbook?
Grace.
I'm sorry.
This comes as a shock to me.
Beats anything I ever heard.
Believe me, I regret having to trouble you like this.
Oh, you've been very considerate. I'm sure we can rectify the entire matter. If you'd care to estimate the amount.
It sounds like a bribe.
No,
lady.
not at all. Let us say retribution.
Oh, I don't know.
I feel that it's only right that you should receive something for your time and regard, Sergeant.
I don't know, lady.
I don't want to press charges.
And in the future, Mr. Lane, if you will assign someone to watch my sister when she's shopping in your store, you may send the bill for the unpaid items to me.
Yes. There may be a slight fee.
Oh, yes, I understand. Now, if you'll hand me my pen and checkbook.
Of course.
Thank you. Now, let me see. There you are.
Miss Haven,
I think I hear Anna coming with the tea. It was a dreary tea. There were little frosted cakes. Sergeant Cole dropped crumbs all over the rug. And Mr. Lane said, between noisy sips. Grace seemed to enjoy it, though. She sat and watched one and then the other. She has an unusual sense of humor. That was the way Mr. Lane started coming to our house. I don't know how it happened, but eventually we were calling him Henry. He was pleasant enough, and I think we might have been friends if he hadn't learned about me, too, entirely by accident. He'd been bringing up presents from the store, and although I suspected that he'd gotten them in the same manner that Grace did, it was a nice, thoughtful thing to do. One night when he came, he was feeling playful.
Well, how are the 2 lovely ladies tonight?
Oh, very well, thank you, Henry.
Isn't he gallant tonight?
It isn't difficult to be gallant with you.
Now put your heels together and kiss our hands.
Oh, Grace.
Want to see what I brought for you?
Yes, Uncle Henry.
Uncle? Oh, you have such a charming way of jesting.
Yes, we do have our little jokes.
Don't tease, Henry.
Show us what you brought.
You shall be surprised first.
How nice.
And I will put it on you. Now, turn around with your back to me. No, don't look. Ah, there.
A necklace. A silver necklace. Just what I wanted.
Very attractive on you, Grace.
Thank you, Henry.
And now for Emily.
No, don't ask me to turn my back.
No. Just hold out your hand. Close your eyes and hold out your hand.
That seems so childish, Henry.
Play the game.
Oh, very well.
Are you ready? There.
Henry! No!
Emily. Emily, what is the matter? It's only a silver compact.
It's the metal. I can't stand the feel of metal. May sound silly, and it may be silly, but I do think my phobia saved my life. As you know, we have a large amount of silver in the house, and although I have an aversion to touching it, I like to see it around. Grace is always bringing home some piece. It reminds me, I wonder if she... Oh, no matter. Oh, I'm awfully tired. So awfully tired. Would you excuse me a moment? I think I'll just have to lie down for a moment. Yes.
For suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Eva Le Gallienne in Phobia. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Presented by Roma, R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, those better-tasting California wines that add so much to the daily joy of good living. There's a reason why Roma wines are so much better tasting. The better taste of Roma begins with the lush goodness of choice California grapes, tenderly pressed and guided unhurriedly with the ancient skill of Roma master vintners and America's greatest winemaking resources. Then these Roma wines are placed with mellow Roma wines of years before. And from these precious reserves, the world's greatest reserves of fine wines, Roma later brings you those better tasting Roma wines, America's favorite wines. Tomorrow, add the sparkle of genius to dinner. Delight your family or guests with robust Roma California Burgundy or fragrant Roma Sauterne. Now, at new low prices, Roma table wines are more than ever your best buy in better taste. That's why more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our New York soundstage Eva Le Gallienne as Emily Haven in Phobia, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Oh, yes. Where was I? Oh, well. One night, Grace was out for the evening, and Anna had gone to bed. I was sitting here in my chair reading. Suddenly, I thought I heard someone moving in the hall. I called out, but no one answered, so I thought it was my imagination. And then I heard it again. I sat very still, listening, and watching the hall door. As I watched, the knob began to turn. Someone was slowly pulling the door open. Anna! Grace! Anna, is that you? Answer me. What? Who are you? Why do you have your face covered?
Keep quiet.
I will not keep quiet. What do you have in that case?
I said keep quiet.
Silver. Oh, that's our silver.
I don't want no trouble with you.
You put that silver back or you'll have trouble. I'll phone the police. I'll call for help.
This says you won't.
Don't point that gun at me. You can't scare me with that. I haven't long to live anyway.
You ain't gonna have long to live. You don't stop that yapping.
Stay where you are. Do you hear me? Stay away.
Now, look here, sister. I ain't kidding.
Now, you look here. You ought to be ashamed, a great big man with a gun robbing a helpless lady in a wheelchair.
I warned you.
Besides that, you're very rude. Take your hat off in the house.
Say, what is this?
If you want to come into my house, you learn some manners and then knock on the door. Now, set that silver down and leave the room.
Looks like I'm gonna have to tie something over your face until I can get away.
Don't you touch me! Don't touch...
What is it, Mom?
A man.
A man? What man? What did he do?
The gun. The metal. He touched my neck. With his gun. Anna became very excited and called the police. Heaven knows why. The man was gone and he had left the silver. I put her in her place by having her wash all the silverware and put it away. Sergeant Cole was furious when he came. It seems that he wanted to check for fingerprints. He was mollified, however, when he found fingerprints on the silver cabinet. I hadn't thought of that, so Anna had to wash that, too. Sergeant Cole came back to tell us that the fingerprints belonged to a man by the name of Mr. Scorchy Hood. He was wanted by the police because he had escaped from some penitentiary and was what Sergeant Cole called a killer. Mr. Hood was called Scorchy because he always shot people from close range and usually in the neck. Sergeant Cole thought it was very amusing when I said if he was going to kill me, he would have to stand back. I wouldn't have him touch me with that gun. Did you read those uncouth headlines in the papers? Wealthy woman, match for murderer, Haven defeats Hood. They made me sound like a pugilist. The papers are so unkind to people with money. One morning, Anna came into the room without knocking, so I said, Anna, I didn't ring.
I've got to talk to you, Mum.
Very well, Anna, what is it?
It's about my brooch, the one my mother gave me.
Well, what about your brooch?
It's gone, Mum.
You mean you lost it?
No, I didn't lose it. It was in my room, and now it's gone.
Well, you probably mislaid it.
No, I didn't, Mum. I always keep it pinned to my Sunday dress, and it's not there.
I don't see how I can help you.
I thought maybe you'd like to replace it.
Oh? What kind of pin was it?
It was a cameo. But this time I thought I'd like to have one with some diamonds and little pearls.
I don't understand.
I've been cleaning Miss Grace's room, and she's got a lot of strange stuff there that nobody knows how she come by.
Huh.
She's even got a gun.
You've been snooping, Anna?
Just cleaning, Mom. I did kind of look for my brooch.
I see.
Do you want your pen, Miss Emily?
Oh, yes, Anna. Hand me my pen. Thank you. Let me see. There you are. Do you think that will replace the brooch?
Oh, yes, Mom. Thank you, Mom.
Well, payday in the middle of the month?
Yes. I mean, no, just a little...
Token, Miss Grace.
Token of what?
Let's call it pin money. That will be all, Anna.
Thank you, Mom.
Now, Mum, you tell me what this is all about.
It's nothing, Grace, really.
When you sign a check, it can't be classified as nothing.
It was a pin for Anna.
That isn't very funny, Emily. Pin money for a pin? What about a pin?
She, lost it.
Lost it? Oh, I see.
Now, let's not talk about it anymore, Grace.
But I want to talk about it. Poor dear, anyone can get money from you, can't they?
Grace, please.
I may have my impulses. I've never taken anything from the servants yet.
Grace, where are you going? What are you going to do?
To collect and deliver. You just purchased a pin. And I'm going to find it and wear it.
Grace is so impulsive. She's always been good to me. She brings me nice surprises. Sometimes I get a bill for them. And when I don't, I enjoy them even more. Grace is really very serious-minded, and she worries about trifles like leaving me alone with Henry. Henry never was dull, always full of new ideas. I've never told her that he proposed to me. It came as a complete surprise. We were sitting before the fire.
Emily, I need more money.
I gave you a check last week, Henry, for your relief fund. It isn't very clear in my mind what relief fund that was for.
Well, that doesn't matter now. The point is that I need a great deal more money.
What is it for this time?
For me, Emily.
Oh, Henry, you disappoint me. So much more fun when you try to fool me.
Oh, I'm tired of that. I think I'd like to marry into the family.
Well, that's out of the question. I'm sure Grace would never consider it.
Grace?
Who else? Good heavens, you don't mean...
Oh, yes. You, Emily.
Now, why would you want to marry a woman in a wheelchair?
Well, you just gave the reason. You haven't long to live, Emily. After you're gone, as your husband, I'd inherit a
I think you'd better go, Henry.
Go? Not until I've had my answer.
What kind of a proposal is that? Will you and your money marry me? Oh, no. You'll have to do better than that.
Perhaps I can.
Henry, what are you doing with that candlestick?
I'm going to persuade you.
Oh, you can beat me to death. I won't change my mind.
You misunderstand, Emily. I'm not going to beat you. I'm going to caress you with it.
Henry,
Your
you
hands,
wouldn't.
Your arms, your throat, your back, perhaps.
No, Henry. No. Now listen to me. Let's talk.
I don't want to talk. I want to caress you.
No, keep away. Don't touch me. Keep away. I will. Put the candlestick down.
Very well. I don't like to excite you like this. It isn't good for you.
How soon do you want to be married, Henry?
Immediately? How about tomorrow?
So soon?
When you make up your mind to do something, why wait?
I suppose you're right. Oh, I would like some tea. Henry, would you...
Shall I ring for Anna?
Well, she's asleep by now. Why don't you get it?
Yes, leave it to me. Just leave everything to me.
I was annoyed at Henry for his crassness. It was very tiresome of him to be so crude. I wheeled my chair about the room. I have a habit of doing that when I'm disturbed. Presently, I heard Henry returning with the tea. Door opened a little. And then there was that deafening explosion of a gun. The house was filled with echoes. The door stood motionless for a moment, then slammed shut. I was too stunned to move. I just sat and looked at the door. I tried once to open it, but it wouldn't budge. I was still sitting there when the police came. It wasn't Sergeant Cole. It was a new man called Inspector Wells. I think there was a man with him, but I'm a little confused about that night. Henry had been shot and was lying against the door. That was why the door wouldn't open. The gun was on the floor beside him. The inspector asked a lot of questions, and everyone talked at once. I'll tell you like I told him. After the shot, I don't remember hearing footsteps or the door outside close. It may have happened, but I was too excited to remember. Anna tried to make the inspector believe that Grace had killed Henry. She told him about the gun. Anna has spells of being difficult. I think it's because of the pin. She doesn't like Grace to wear it. They took Henry away, and we went to bed. The hall was a mess. We had to have the carpet cleaned, and there are still some tea stains on the walls. The next morning, I made a discovery that I thought would interest the inspector, so I phoned him, and he came right out.
Morning, Miss Haven.
Oh, come in, Inspector.
You say you found a brooch in the hall?
Yes, this one. Under a chair, Inspector.
Do you know who it belongs to?
To our maid, Anna.
Kind of fancy for a maid, isn't it? Diamonds and small pearls.
Emily bought it for her.
That's quite a gift.
We like to keep our help satisfied.
I'd like to talk to her.
I'll call her.
Who killed Henry, Inspector?
Don't know yet. We're having the gun checked for fingerprints.
Is that all the police do? Check fingerprints?
You ring, Mum.
Yes, Anna, come in. The inspector wants to ask you some questions.
Yes, Mum.
Did you see Henry Lane last night?
You mean while he was alive?
Yes. Did you see him before he was shot?
Only for a minute.
When was that?
I heard a noise in the kitchen, and I looked in to see who it was.
That was when he went for the tea.
Trust Anna to look in.
Did you speak to him?
Maybe a few words.
Did you like Mr. Lane?
Like him? I did not. He was no gentleman.
Why do you say that, Anna?
He used to say unkind things to me.
Is this your pin?
Why, yes. Where'd you get it?
It was found under a chair in the hall.
It couldn't have been. I didn't have it on last night.
You mean you weren't wearing it when you shot him?
Shot him? Oh, my goodness, you don't think I shot him?
Right now, we suspect everyone.
I didn't kill him. Honest, I didn't. Oh, please, tell him I didn't, Mom. You tell him.
Oh, Inspector, it's just occurred to me. I've made a horrible mistake. I remember now that I saw Anna wearing that pin when she served breakfast this morning.
So? She couldn't have dropped it last night.
Oh, thank you, Mom. Thank you.
I don't think the inspector was convinced when he left. He didn't say he wasn't. He looked unconvinced. Was kind of a fib, but it was worth it. Anna has been an angel ever since. She cleans Grace's room and never sees a thing. She even returns some things that Grace didn't know were missing. I gave Anna the pin, and she put it back on her Sunday dress. The inspector phoned around noon. He was very excited. He said the blurred fingerprints on the gun belonged to Mr. Scorchy Hood, and that we should be very careful, as he hadn't been caught and he was dangerous. I asked him how we should go about being careful. He said to lock the doors and windows, and they would send a man to watch the house. I didn't think we needed to worry, for somehow I couldn't believe Mr. Scorchy Hood wanted to hear me scream again. But about 10 o'clock, Grace and I were sitting here discussing Humphrey Bogart when the whole hall door opened.
Don't move.
I've no intention of moving. What do you want?
Shut up, sister.
Don't call me sister. My name is Emily, and this is my sister Grace.
How do you do?
This ain't no social call.
Oh, I'm glad to see you've uncovered your face. I don't know why you should cover it. It really isn't an unpleasant face at all.
Don't start. I won't do you no good.
Did you come to kill us?
You guessed it, sister.
Grace.
Grace. Hey, what are you doing to me? Trying to confuse me?
Why should you want to kill us, Mr. Hood?
Because you made people laugh at me. The papers made fun of me. I can't stand that.
Well, it seems to me you brought it on yourself. You came uninvited in the first place.
What kind of talk is that? Sure I did, and I come the same way this time.
If you're going to kill me, you'll have to stand away from me. You see, I have a phobia.
A what?
A phobia. It's something I can't help.
Oh.
Why don't you stand over there?
Why?
On account of my phobia. It'd be better if you stood there.
Here?
No, a little farther.
Now?
Yes, I think that's better. Oh, Grace, will you straighten the rug?
Never mind.
It worked. I guess she's unconscious. I'll call the man across the street.
Oh, Grace, look what you've done. When he hit his head on the table, he spilled the flowers. Now that water will make white spots on the varnish. That's the way it happened. You know the rest. How Mr. Hood was wanted for several murders, so they executed him. I'm rather sorry it's all over. Seems dull around here now, and I did so want to enjoy my last days. The doctor says I've only 6 months at the most. I haven't told Grace my time is so short. It would cause her to fret. Grace worries so. That's why I didn't tell her that I took the gun and shot Henry as he opened the door, and then tossed the gun into the hall before he slumped against the door and pushed it shut. I hadn't even told her that Mr. Scorchy Hood dropped his gun that time when I screamed. You see, I didn't handle the gun with my shawl to save his fingerprints. It's just that I can't stand the feel of metal. Can't stand the feel of metal. They've been so kind, everybody. Here, I mean, in the prison hospital. Oh, you must excuse me. I'm so drowsy. They've let me have my own bed even from home. I couldn't lie on the prison cot they have, you know, with the metal and all.
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines have brought you Miss Eva Le Gallienne in Phobia, a suspense play written by Joel Hunt. Next Thursday, same time, you will hear Mr. Alan Baxter as star of Suspense. Produced for Shanley by William Spear. In the coming weeks, Suspense will present such stars as Alan Baxter, Gloria Swanson, and others. Make it a point to listen each Thursday to Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills.
Wherever discriminating people dine, you'll
All right, that went really well for the first time. Oh my God, this is weird because I can't hear my headphones, my mic in my headphones, but I know it's working because I can see the bar going up and down, which is great. It's just weird that my my mic is not coming through my headphones, which is incredibly weird. So I'm gonna do one more, take it up to an hour. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a public one at around 5, 6 o'clock UK time. Maybe a bit earlier, I don't know. And then I'll just try and see how I get on. That's what I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to play What am I gonna play? Um. Oh, it's one I played before, but I do like this one. It's The House on Cypress Canyon. Uh-oh.
Welcome back to the Porcupine Presents, where we open the creaky door to the unusual entry.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those better-tasting California wines enjoyed by more Americans than any other wine. For friendly entertaining, for delightful dining. Yes, right now, a glassful would be very pleasant, as Roma Wines bring you Robert Taylor, star of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's Undercurrent, in a remarkable tale of suspense.
Merry Christmas, Jerry. How's the real estate business?
Kind of early with your greeting, aren't you, Sam?
Well, I gotta get them in sometime. I may not see you again until next Christmas.
If this real estate racket gets any crazy, I'll be dead by next Christmas. I'm glad you could get up here, though, Sam.
What's on your mind, Jerry?
You'll probably shoot me when you hear it, Sam, because I'm probably nuts. But doggone it, you're a detective and you're my pal, and I just had to tell somebody.
Oh, you sound like it's serious.
That's just it. I don't know what it is, Sam, but... Now, listen, you know we're agents for a group of houses up in Cypress Canyon. Those places that were started before the war, never got finished.
Oh, yeah.
All they got in were the foundations, just concrete and a couple of beams. Well, they've been finished now. In fact, I'm putting up the for rent on the last of them today.
What do you want? Police protection from the mob?
Listen, Sam, this house that I'm talking about, it's got a number now, 2256. But before, when the men went back to work on it about 3 months ago, well, they just started when the foreman on the job brought me a shoebox that he'd found up on a beam. And this box had what do you call it, a manuscript in it, a story, kind of, all written out.
Yeah.
Well, he gave me the thing. I read it. I didn't think much about it. I put it in my desk. But the other day, and I happened to drive by there, I saw the number on the house and what the house looked like. I thought of this manuscript. And, well, I don't like it, that's all. There's something funny about it.
What's funny about it?
Well, mind you, this thing was found in an unfinished house in Cypress Canyon. House that was only just started building.
All right.
Well, listen, Sam, I want to read it to you if you got the time, and you'll see what I mean.
All right, shoot.
Well, here's how it begins. To whom it may concern, my reasons for setting down on paper what follows here will be abundantly
clear to anyone into whose possession it may fall. First, let me say that I'm a very ordinary person. My name is James A. Woods. I'm 35 years old. By profession, a chemical engineer. My wife, Ellen, was a school teacher when I met and married her in Indiana 7 years ago. There's nothing in the past life of either one of us to suggest remotely any cause or reason for the dreadful thing that has invaded our lives. Our married life has been in no way different from that of millions of other average, reasonably happy and congenial families. 3 months ago, I was ordered by my firm to take charge of a rather minor project in Los Angeles, Hollywood to be exact. The order was a sudden one. There'd been no time to secure accommodations, and conditions being what they are, the inevitable result was that until day before yesterday, we'd been living in the cramped quarters of one of those characteristic California motels. Needless to say, most of our spare time had been devoted to a search for something more permanent and comfortable, but the fruits of these efforts had been, financially and in every other way, a geometrical progression of discouragement. Until last Saturday afternoon, only 4 days before Christmas. We were driving into town on our way to a movie when Ellen saw it.
Jim, look.
What?
That sign in front of that real estate office.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
Don't you see what it says? For rent, furnished, 2-bedroom house, close in, immediate occupancy.
Yeah,
Aren't you going to stop?
Oh, Ellen, you know what a sign like that. It'd mean right out in plain sight in front of a real estate office.
Oh, yeah, but Jim...
Either they want $600 a month...
We'll never know until we ask.
And if it's any good at all, there are probably 50 people fighting for it right back there now.
Well, honey, there's no harm in trying now, is there?
You really want to go back?
Oh, it's probably foolish, but what can we lose?
Okay.
Oh, darling, come on, cheer up. How do you know? Maybe our luck's changed. Maybe fate's going to give us a nice new house for a Christmas present.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, whether I should stop the stream, do a new stream, and go public with it, or just leave it for now. I have literally no idea what to do. Like, I'm really happy that, you know, I mean, it's unlisted, so I don't know until I do an actual test on the public platform. I've got absolutely no idea what I'm going to do. Or should I just, like, maybe I should just finish this off, take an hour off, and then come back on? What do you think? There's like a 20-second delay, so I don't know. You might be busy, I'm not sure. I'll just carry on playing until you reply.
Come in.
Oh, we're sorry to bother you, but we just happened to see that for rent sign outside.
Oh,
and,
yeah, I hung it outside just this minute.
Is the house available?
Why, sure it is.
Let me introduce myself. My name is James A. Woods, and this is my wife, Ellen.
How to do? Wow. Looks like it's fixing to rain.
Yes, so it does, doesn't it? Well, it was one of those things. The real estate agent had just been authorized to rent the place by mail that morning, and he'd hardly had time to look at it himself and put up his sign when we drove up. It was just an ordinary little California house about halfway up Cypress Canyon, number 2256. Just an ordinary, undistinguished little house. The agent didn't know much about it. Construction on it had been stopped by the war, and it had just been completed and furnished lately. Been vacant while somebody's estate was being settled, and now it was owned by a bank in Sacramento. Of course, we didn't
Got
care
this
about
key
all
in the
that.
mail along with the authorization to rent. Only one there is. Of course, you can have duplicates made. Yeah, seems to stick a little. No, there it is.
Doesn't sound as though that door had ever been opened.
Well, a little oil on the hinges will fix that all right.
Oh, sure.
Now, here's your living room. Furniture's a little dusty, of course. You gotta expect that. It's good furniture, though, you see? Benson Brothers.
Yes,
Now, over here's a little den. Panel, you see? Radio, fireplace. Really a very attractive little room, particularly for a man.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Now, the bedroom's off the living room here. Everything's all on one floor, you understand? It's quite nice, I think.
Yes.
You can see you get the morning sun here. There's a view of the canyon through these front windows. We got cross ventilation.
That's about all there was to it. Wasn't the best place in the world. It was small and badly built, but what would you have done? We took it with as little inspection as that. It was the Saturday before Christmas. And the very same evening, we were struggling up the steps from the road with suitcases and boxes and armloads of clothes and all the endless bric-a-brac that people collect and never know they have until they move. Ellen began unpacking, and I began moving things around and taking the worst of the pictures off the wall, doing all the little things that everybody does when they move into a new place and try to give it something of their own
Don't be
personality.
such a sour puss. You know, it's a roof over our heads for Christmas. That's more than we ever thought we'd get, isn't it? Now, what in the world are we going to do with those two pictures?
Why don't we just leave them where they are?
Jim, we can't. They're too awful.
Well, all right, put them in the closet then.
I can't. Both the closets are jammed full.
No, I mean the other one in the little alcove off the den. At least there's a door there. I suppose it's a closet. I don't know.
That isn't a commentary on the housing problem, huh? A woman moving into a house without even knowing where all the closets are. Take the pictures down, will you, honey? Bring them in here.
Okay.
Guess you'll have to help me with this door. I can't get it open.
Let me see it. Well, of course you can't, silly. It's locked. Where are those keys we found on the desk?
Here they are.
No, not this one. Sure, this one won't work. No. Feels like an awful solid door for a closet.
Oh, and that's one solid door in the house.
No, this one won't do it either. Well, we'll Just have to get a locksmith up here on Monday. I'll put the pictures behind the desk, okay?
Yeah, all right. Jim, if you could just help me move this armchair, huh?
Oh, Ellen, will you let it go until tomorrow? You know what time it is?
Oh, but, honey, I'd like to get the place looking just a
Yeah,
little
but it's
bit...
almost midnight. In fact, it's exactly...
What was that?
Tomcat, I guess, out in the brush somewhere.
Sounded near. Oh, hope that doesn't go on all night.
Well, there's much we can do about it. Come on, Ellen, I'm dead tired.
All right, Jim, all right.
Where'd you put the toothpaste, honey?
It's right in the medicine cabinet.
Oh, yeah.
Jim, we ought to get some firewood tomorrow. You know, a fire in that living room would make all the difference in the world.
Can't. Sunday.
Well, Monday then. Jim, I think red curtains are what we need, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just at least for the living room. Anyway, the ones in there now have just got to come down.
Yeah, I suppose they do.
What do you think of red?
Well, I guess it's all...
Jim.
It's some tomcat.
Jim, it sounded in the house.
Oh, now, how could it be in the house, Ellen? We've been over every inch of the house.
Except that closet.
Now, how could a cat or anything else be in a closet that's been locked up for over a year?
I don't know.
It's probably under the house. A wildcat or mountain lion or something. I hear they have them in California.
Jim, I don't like
Well,
it.
neither do I like it, but there's nothing we can do about it tonight.
Well, maybe we ought to call somebody, the police or some
don't
neighbor.
be silly, Ellen. You act like a kid. Come on, let's go to bed, huh?
Well, all right, I suppose it is silly. Jimmy, did you lock the door?
Yeah. Can I turn out the lights now?
Yeah. All right.
Good night, Ellen. Sleep tight.
Good night, Jim.
I don't know what time it was, perhaps an hour, perhaps only a half hour later. My mind was in that hazy borderland between sleep and a dream that's still part of consciousness. Then I was awake. Ellen, are you all right?
Yes.
Did you have a nightmare or something?
No. I heard it, too.
Well, that didn't sound like any cat.
Put on the light.
Yeah.
It seemed to be out there, Jim, in the house somewhere.
I'm going to look into this.
Jim, you be careful.
Come on. Where's my shotgun?
In the den, I think... Jim.
What?
There's something wet
What? Wet?
running from under the closet door. Sticky.
Ellen, don't touch it.
I had to. Jim, it's blood.
For suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Robert Taylor in The House in Cypress Canyon. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Ken Niles for Roma Wines. These days before Christmas are busy ones indeed, yet smart hostesses everywhere find time for shopping and distinguished home entertaining later. The secret? Magnificent Grand Estate wines. Presented by Roma, America's greatest vintner, Grand Estate wines add distinction to your hospitality on a moment's notice. Make your holiday welcome, effortless, and in perfect taste. The brilliant clarity, full fragrance, and mellow taste of Grand Estate wines please discriminating people everywhere. For Grand Estate wines, limited bottlings by Roma, are born of choicest grapes, then patiently guided to superb taste richness by Roma vintner skill, necessary time, and America's finest winemaking resources. Delight your guests with Grand Estate California wines for entertaining, medium sherry, ruby port, or golden muscatel. For dining, Burgundy or Sauterne. So insist on Grand Estate wines and enjoy the crowning achievement of vintner skill.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Robert Taylor as James A. Woods, with Kathy Lewis as his wife Ellen, in The House in Cypress Canyon. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
not be too difficult to understand from the foregoing why I've taken the pains to set down in writing the events related here. To find in one's newly rented house a closet which cannot be opened is in itself certainly no great cause for alarm. But to be awakened in the stillness of the night by unearthly cries within that house, to find oozing from under that closet door something that is unquestionably blood, that's another matter. Perhaps others might have been braver than we. Suffice it only to say that we got out of the house in something very close to a panic, and only returned when we had the moral support of 2 stalwart Los Angeles policemen.
You, just moved in here, you say?
That's right, officer. You can see we're still unpacking.
And the place has been empty right along before that?
Yeah, I don't know much about that part of it. You could check all that with the real estate agent, though.
Well, where is this closet?
Oh, it's right in here, officer. And the blood is...
Where? Where's the blood?
Jim?
Officer, I swear to you, there was blood on the floor less than an hour ago. I saw it.
Uh-huh.
It was running out from under that door. We heard that noise, and we got up, and then we saw it. The door was locked.
Locked, huh?
Oh, no,
Well, it seems to be all right now.
Hey, you folks aren't trying to be funny, are you?
Isn't there anything in it?
No, ma'am, there is not.
Look, officer, we're reputable people. You can call my firm. They'll tell you all about me.
There's nothing wrong with this closet. Walls are solid. No trapdoors.
If you think I'm lying...
I didn't say that, mister. Oh, you probably did hear some sort of a noise, and you got a little panicky, and,
What about the blood? It got on my hand.
It isn't there now, is it?
Yes,
Where?
I feel it.
Now, you folks just take it easy. You know, you're liable to hear all kinds of noises up in these canyons at night. You're, from the east, you say?
Yeah. I'm sorry, officer.
Ah, that's all right, that's all right. If you have any real trouble, call on us anytime.
All right.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Good night. Hey, you ought to have this door fixed. That's enough to scare you.
Yeah, we're going to have it fixed. We didn't say much about it after that. There wasn't much that could be said. The next day, I went down to a lot and bought a little Christmas tree and some trimmings, and we tried to pretend we were cheerful, but there was an uneasiness between us that had never been there before. Ellen seemed tired and listless. Several times during the day, I noticed her washing her hands with a brush, scrubbing the one that had touched the blood. That night, we each took a sleeping pill and went to bed. It was sometime after midnight when I was suddenly wide awake and staring into the darkness. In some way, I knew at once and instinctively what had awakened me. Ellen was not in her bed nor in the room. The nameless thing I feared gripped at my heart until I could scarcely breathe. I opened the bedroom door and started through the house, putting on every light that I could find. There was not much to search, but I searched thoroughly. The living room, the kitchen, bathroom, den, even the garage. And all the time, the dread of looking where I knew at last I must look. For I think I knew from the very first time where I'd find her. It must have been a full minute that I stood before that closet door. Then, I opened it. She stood there rigid, her arms at her sides, her fingers extended like claws. Her hair was over her face, her eyes stared out of it. Her lips were drawn back in a grin like an animal at bay. For a moment, I was frozen with the horror of it. I stretched out my hand. Very deliberately, she turned her head and sunk her teeth until they met into the flesh of my forearm. I'd raised my hand to strike at her, but already she'd relaxed her hold and gone utterly limp. She would have fallen unless I'd caught her. I carried her into the bedroom and laid her on the bed. Strangely, at that moment, my only thought was how I might revive her. Until I saw that it was not a faint, but a sleep that she'd fallen into. Sleep as deep and heavy as though she'd been drugged. And so I left her. But for me, that night, there was no sleep.
Jim?
Yes, Ellen?
doing up so early?
Oh, I got a little restless. I'd make some coffee.
Oh. Oh. I had the most wonderful sleep. And I feel so rested.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Jim,
What?
what's the matter with your arm?
Oh, I just heard it.
Well, honey, it's terribly swollen. Let me see it.
No, it's all right, Ellen.
Oh, it isn't all right. You've got to see Dr. Wesley right away.
Sure, I will.
No,
I
now
will.
you promise me, Jim, that you'll go the first thing this morning. How'd it happen?
Oh, there was a dog.
A dog?
Yeah, I heard him trying to chew through the screen door. I went out to chase him away, and he bit me.
Well, you mean there's all that racket and I didn't even wake up?
No, Ellen, you didn't even wake up. It was clear to me that Ellen knew nothing of what had transpired the night before. I went to my office that morning and made a pretense of going over routine business, if only to restore my mind to some semblance of calm by the sight and sound of common, familiar things. Pain in my arm had become a persistent, dull throbbing. I made a late appointment with Dr. Wesley. He treated my arm with something of an arched eyebrow, and he said,
Well, I've never seen anything quite like it before. That is such a rapid onset of infection.
It was dark when I left his office. I hadn't realized it was so late. Driving home, my car seemed sluggish until I saw the needle on the dashboard and realized that I was pushing it to the utmost of its speed. I was racing home to prevent something before it was too late, before the darkness had conspired against me. For somehow I already knew with certainty that it was the darkness and the night that I had to fear. The curves of the canyon seemed endless. And then the cold fear leaped up inside me. My house, too, was dark. I went slowly up the stone steps from the road, looking, praying for some sign of light or life. There was none. The house was empty. Ellen was gone. I looked with the same self-torturing thoroughness, and in that closet first of all, knowing as I did so that it was hopeless. And so, alone in that empty house, I waited, powerless and helpless now, deadened in thought and will, empty as the house itself, save only for the overwhelming sense of a terrible foreboding. For some time in the early hours of the morning, I snapped on the radio, shortwave. Why? Surely a minor question now. I only know that I did. And then I heard it.
Car 58, car 58, go to Laurel Canyon, the 4000 block. A report that a man has been injured or attacked. Condition thought to be critical. Ambulance will follow. That is all.
I was there almost before the police, edging my way through the little crowd, staring down at the man lying there in his white uniform under the streetlight.
Yeah, the milkman, poor guy.
I heard him scream, but when I got here, he was just like this. There's nothing around to
stand back, stand back. Please, please stand back.
Well, you again.
I heard it on the radio. I lived just down the road.
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Well, take a look. Maybe you can tell us.
He was dead, and he was lying on his back, and his throat had been torn out, as though by the fangs of some wild animal. It is now Christmas Eve, or rather Christmas morning, for it's a little after midnight. I've been waiting here in the stillness of this empty house for nearly 24 hours, waiting for the end. Already once tonight, I've heard that dreadful wailing cry somewhere in the hills. I've nailed up the closet door, but that I know was childish and useless. My arm is horribly swollen and turning black, but that's nothing. It's another end that I foresee, as surely as other men foresee the rising of the sun. I hear the cry again. It's nearer now. I shall leave these notes in a sealed envelope and put it in a shoebox, in the hope that someone will give credence to these dark and terrible events, if indeed such nameless horrors can ever yield to mortal understanding. As for myself, I feel no longer any fear or even sorrow. Only a desire that the end and the thing that I must do may come soon. And it will be soon, I know. Yes. For there is someone at the door.
Someone at the door. Huh. What do you make of it, Sam?
It's quite a yarn. But what of it?
That's what I thought. Now, listen, that's not quite all of it. Clip to it's a newspaper clipping. Listen. Hollywood, December the 26th. Police reported what was apparently a case of murder and suicide in Cypress Canyon sometime in the early hours of the morning. The victims were James A. Woods, a chemical engineer, and his wife, Ellen. Preliminary investigation indicates that Mrs. Woods was killed by the blast of a shotgun in the hands of her husband, who then turned the weapon upon himself. That she fought desperately for her life, however, was evidenced by the disorder of the room and the severe lacerations inflicted upon her husband about the neck and arms. This is the second tragedy to be reported in Cypress Canyon within 24 hours, the other being the unexplained death of Frank Polanski, a milkman.
Well, no such murders or whatever they were ever occurred, if that's what's worrying you. The clipping, well, you have those things printed up, you know.
No, it's not that, Sam. That story was found in an unfinished house in Cypress Canyon. No number, no nothing, just a framework. Now that house is finished. When I drove by it today, well, that's what stopped me, Sam, because it all fits. Now that it's finished, it is the house in the story, the same construction, the same vines and creepers on the lawn, even the same number.
So what, a guy who knows roughly what this house is going to be like writes a yarn and loses it or something?
Did he know the place was going to be listed for rental today, the Saturday before Christmas?
Oh, Jerry, coincidence. Two bits you find the guy next door is a ghost story writer or something, and he's been wondering for a year what happened to that thing he wrote.
Okay, coincidence. Well, I'm sorry I bothered you, Sam.
Don't be silly. I liked it. It's a good yarn. That the for rent sign you were talking about?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to put it up outside now.
Well, so long, Jerry, and Merry Christmas again.
Well, thanks, Sam. I guess I was kind of silly, all right, huh?
Listen, when a guy named, whatever it is, Woods, with a wife named Ellen comes in to rent that place from you, then you can start worrying.
Yeah. Well, so long, Sam.
So long, Jerry.
Come in.
Oh, we're sorry to bother you, but we just happened to see that for rent sign outside.
Well, yeah, I hung it out just this minute.
Is the house available?
Oh, sure it is.
Let me introduce myself. My name is James A. Woods, and this is my wife, Ellen.
How do? Wow. Looks like it's fixing to...
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
I really like that one. That's one of my favorite ones. I think that was a really good test. The stream didn't stop. It didn't falter. It didn't drop. It's just constantly been running as excellent. My CPU is 15.6, well, ranging between 12 and 15%. It's putting out roughly 3,000 and something kilobytes a second. The signal drops, but it drops like very slightly, and then it goes straight back up. I'm really impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really impressed. You didn't even realize, but I had to go and change my coil on my vape and go and get liquid, and nobody was none the wiser, and that's awesome. Like, you know, just to be able to sit and chill and not have stress. So the big test is going public but you sitting here has got my average view duration up to 52.2 seconds. So thank you for that massively. So I think I'll come off the stream and then I'm going to eat and then chill for a bit. I've got a call to do with Raise at 4:30. And then I'm just deciding what I should do, if I should do another hour on here, direct people to here. I don't know what to do. I'm just busy clicking lots of buttons at the minute. I don't know. I don't know. But what I really think I might do is if I'm going to do this, I'll use it in the day because it'll get you discovered. People will be stopping and staying up in the subs. So I think that's what I would do. I would do YouTube on the daytime, and then I would do TikTok on the evenings. Until the channel's enough to be monetized. I think that's the way forward. And then obviously there's Epic and the other ones as well. But yeah, I'm really, really, really impressed. I'm not gonna lie. So it's all good. So I'm gonna come off the stream now. Thank you so much for sitting and listening in. I hope you enjoyed those 2 short stories. And I'll catch up with you on WhatsApp. All right, I'll talk to you in a while.